Hey guys, and welcome back to God of War 2. We are powerless right now. We don't even have any magic, which I'm honestly kind of butthurt about, which means I actually have to, play the game normally, which is a bit of a crutch for a pleb, a casual like me, but we all make do in times of, trouble and strife, so let's see what's going on with our spawns here.
Kind of dead.
Yeah, kind of. He did it again! I replicated the fucking flash step into the cutscene!
Like,
It's always weird when you see Kratos having like a level-headed civil conversation with another person in a cutscene without killing them. Like, even here he's threatening that guy.
That guy's actually kind of a bro. We'll see later on in the game how he's actually kind of a good guy. Meanwhile, here's the Pegasus Uber to take us to our next destination in the game.
Tell us a little bit about Pegasus, Richie, while I go tame this mythical beast.
So, obviously Pegasus is one of the best-known creatures in Greek mythology, because of who doesn't like a winged divine stallion? Normally he's pure white.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say,
glorious.
I haven't seen a version of Pegasus with flaming wings before, but it looks cool.
That would look great on an album, I agree.
Yeah, the thing that probably most people don't know about Pegasus is that, he was sired by Poseidon in his role as the horse god.
Well, is there anything these gods won't fuck?
Each other, looks like.
and then he was foaled by the Gorgon Medusa. He's actually got a brother called Chrysaor, so I think he was born at single birthing when his mother was decapitated by Perseus, because, that's always fun.
If you're gonna pick a mythology to go and live in, don't do Greek. Pick something simple, you know?
I mean, like, if you pick the Japanese mythology, at the very least you can get video games where you get fucking psychic ghost powers and shit like that. I mean, that's cool, but here you don't get shit!
Now, obviously, you actually get... A lot of people think of Hercules when they think of Pegasus, but actually, Pegasus was captured by the Greek hero Bellerophon near the fountain Peiran with the help of Athena and Poseidon, and then Pegasus allowed the hero to ride him to defeat the Chimera, before realising many other exploits. His rider, however, did fall off his back trying to reach Mount Olympus.
Sucks for him.
Yeah, at which point Zeus transformed him into the constellation Pegasus and placed him up in the sky.
Aw, how sweet.
Yeah, and they didn't invent seatbelts back then, did they? That's a magic item I think everybody should have had back then.
Oh, these poor guys. Fastball special, that bitch. Hi-ya! This section is kind of fun, except for one thing. The controls default to being inverted.
Ugh.
Yeah. It's not bad. Like, I'll be honest, like I said before, you would expect God of War 1 level of bullshit with this kind of flying stuff. It's not too horrible, though. Coming up in a bit, you know what, I'll wait until that guy actually comes up before I talk about him. But, I always thought that, I probably got this wrong, and I don't know where I got the source, but I thought that Theseus was also involved with Pegasus at one particular point. I've probably gotten it wrong, like I said.
He might have been. A lot of, obviously, the gods are linked, and lot of figures are linked somehow. You're potentially thinking of Perseus?
Perseus, yeah, that's the one. They've all got Is's on the
Yeah,
name.
a lot of yeses.
There's probably a Greek hero called Missus or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, mayday, we're going down! There we go.
So, essentially what the Perseus link is that, I think in Micord, whoever that guy is, in his Biographie Universelle, it relates that when Pegasus was born, he flew to where thunder and lightning are released. Then, according to certain versions of the myth, Athena tamed him and gave him to Perseus, who flew to Ethiopia to help Andromeda. In fact, Pegasus is a late addition to the story of Perseus, who flew on his own with sandals loaned to him by Hermes.
Oh, so you're saying Pegasus is like the New Testament in this context?
Essentially, yes.
Whoa, slow motion.
Now, this guy right here, you'll actually, you fight him here, and I think... No, I don't think you find him again, but you'll actually get his weapon, way later on in the game.
Yes, yeah, the spear.
It's okay. Like, I'm a big fan of spears, and I kind of wish the spear in this game was better. The spear in Ghost of Sparta is really fucking fun to use, but in this game, the spear isn't so much. I much prefer the Blade of Olympus as kind of my, second go-to weapon. I think God of War 3 had more fun weapons to work with, but the Ghost of Sparta spear is probably my favorite sub-weapon of the entire series. It feels good to use.
Did you get different, like, weapons? Well, I haven't actually played God of War 1, I should say. I've only really played the demo where you fight the Hydra on the ship.
Uh-huh.
So I wouldn't know. Do you happen to have a list of the weapons you can get in the first game?
I can bring it up for you real fast.
Please do, mate, please do.
But off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember of the other weapons, because the ones I mostly remember is that you mostly get, like, different magics. You get Poseidon's Rage, Athena's whistles or something, I don't know. Let me look here. Man, they have a separate FAQ for the rock puzzle I was talking about. That's how bad it got.
Death from Above 2009. There's a dated fucking achievement.
Just a miss.
Yeah, that's how we do. Are these things harpies?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And also, there is an unmarked chest containing a Gorgonite coming up relatively soon.
Am I meant to be attacking this guy's thumb, I think?
Not yet. You'll get a item or ability later on that will let you basically do damage. Here, it's just mostly annoying him.
Go backwards, there are chests.
I'm always down for chests.
I like a good chest.
Down here. Okay.
So you've got that. What this guide is telling me is drop off the side that the camera refuses to show and climb down the wall.
Isn't that, like, always the thing with certain collectibles? I call it the Insomniac kind of strategy for hiding stuff.
Yeah, it's mean. It's really, really mean.
And what I mean by Insomniac, I mean the people who made the PS1 Spyro the Dragon games. There would always be a chest just outside the camera's view, which you'd struggle to find until, like, the very end of the level. And if you're doing 100%, which you should be doing if you're playing the PS1 Spyros, it's the only way to play them, because you get cool stuff for 100%ing it, that will be the fucking bane of your existence.
Now, let me give you an update on that sub-weapon thing. I do remember now, because, again, it's been so long since I played God of War 1. You get only one sub-weapon in God of War 1, and that's the Blade of Artemis. Blade of Olympus, way better. The Artemis sword is okay, but it's also kind of clunky shit, being like a big old heavy greatsword kind of thing. But starting with God of War 2, they really kind of upped the amount of sub-weapons you get. And like I said, I think the sub-weapons in this game are probably my favorite, save for the spear in Ghost of Sparta. I don't remember the exact name, but that's my favorite one, like I said.
This is very Crash Bandicoot, climbing on the ceiling like this.
Oh yeah, you remember that one level when Crash Bandicoot started swinging his chain blade around,
Stop
fighting off
sassing
zombies?
me, you sassy bastard.
Oh, that was in Warped, wasn't it? Because, he goes back to Roman times.
I guess.
We're in Greek times, god damn it!
Roman, Greek, it's all Greek to me, right?
Classic Hell Dragon comedy.
Come on, that was perfect!
I need more souls, more blood orbs to upgrade my magic and stuff.
I'll take a Diet Coke and a Souls!
So, man, Jesus, decline of video gaming, that takes me back.
Did you know they're making video games now? Like, I think with, like, an actual company and all that.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember which one, but they are doing that, so that's good for them.
What's the name of their development, like, company or group? Super Flash Bros, that's it.
I thought that was their old one, unless they're still using that one, in which case, okay.
Yeah, well, it's got, like, brand recognition and whatnot.
That's true, if you were around on Newgrounds in 2000s. I mean, I was, but
I
still.
was.
But I like Decline of Video Gaming, that was good shit.
I think it's still good, it predicted a lot of stuff.
That's true, like, that's really eerie how much it predicted that kind of stuff.
Alright, I've got the bloodlust going on here. Send some guys to me. Okay, maybe someone a little bit smaller?
So this is a Minotaur.
Yes, I can see that, Richie.
Because more Greek mythology! Woo!
Okay, you all know about the Minotaur. We don't need to give you, like, the 411 on them. The Minotaur is one of the most popular, widely recognized Greek mythological monsters. There, I made an effort to say Greek this time.
Thank you.
Now, these ones in particular are very important because often when you kill, every time, I mean, not often, every time you do this, when you kill them with the circle finisher, you'll get health. And this is very vital for a lot of group fights that come on later on, especially when you fight Cyclops.
Goody.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have fun with that, aren't you?
Give me the delicious orbs. Man, I'm still like 1,000 away. You know what? I'm just going to show you the upgrade screen right here. You can pour all your orbs into like getting different upgrades and the like. And see, I need 2,750 friggin' orbs to power up this item. All these are locked right now. Thanks, Zeus. Appreciate it.
You know what? I cannot wait until God of War 4 when you have all those items, but you can unlock them through other means. Wink, wink.
Total deaths. 0. But I'll never tell. Okay, we're gonna jump in the air, we're gonna do a little bit of this, and bada bing, bada boom, we have something to climb on.
But Bob's not your uncle in this case.
Oh no. That's how you get back. Sorry, I instinctively pressed the R1 trigger. I don't know why you'd want to go back, but you can, so there you go.
Well, I think you have to backtrack later on, so...
Uh-huh. This game still looks good, like, aesthetically.
Yeah, I mean, it still looks good. The HD polish has only helped it, and even back in the day, like, this game had, like, little to no loading time. But, okay, to be fair, this was, like, years after Jak and Daxter, where they were the first guys to kind of really do that, where they kind of just loaded stuff ahead of time. You rarely, if ever, encountered any form of loading screen. But even when I was, doing this game and the first game, it did enough to load stuff ahead of time and still keep all the environments, nice and diverse and things like that. I'll point out, like, some of my other favorite levels later on in this game.
Get down here!
Ah, bloody archers.
There we go, now it's just you and me. Oh, Jesus! I'm very panicky when it comes to action games.
Yeah, you don't have to worry too bad about the Minotaurs. They're pretty easy. Really, I think the enemies you have to worry the most about are the Cyclops, of course. The Satyrs, as I mentioned before. Satyrs are fucking annoying. And if they often like to attack you in groups of 2 or 3. I'm trying to remember. There's, like, I think some dive-bombing motherfuckers that aren't too bad, but they do have an area of effect when they hit the ground, so you want to watch out for that. I think those are pretty much the normal enemies I've had the most trouble with in this game. There's probably... the Gorgons. I forgot about those. Those aren't fun. They're not bad if you know what to do. They're less annoying than they were in the first game, but they still are a pain in the ass to fight, in my opinion.
Do you get their upgrade from, like, the first one you kill, or is that later when you beat the Big Mother?
That's later on when you actually fight one of the actual Gorgons from the myth. Hey, would you save some?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I haven't eaten. I've got onions with me right now.
It's fine, it's gonna regrow in the future.
That's what happens when you piss off a cuckoo during Greek myth.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I was playing Hyrule Warriors Legends earlier, and the same exact thing happened, and it triggered a failure state, and I, failed the mission.
Really? Like you had to prevent somebody from eating Prometheus?
No, Hell Dragon, of course not. So, of course, this is Prometheus. Any schlub would know who and what this guy is all about, but Richie, since I'm a moron, please tell me more.
Right, so...
Tappa tappa tappa.
Because I wasn't quite ready for this, but either way, so Prometheus is one of the other titans. Obviously, he's best known as the god who stole fire from the gods and gave it to mankind. So he's generally sort of seen as a good titan in that respect, and then obviously he suffers the punishment of it for all eternity.
Ugh.
Obviously, you've got Aeschylus's Prometheus Bound, which is the main thing that we have about the Prometheus myth.
Ah.
And it's very philosophical, very anti-Zeus, which was odd for the time frame, really.
I like the idea of anti-Zeus propaganda.
Yeah, but... well, what a lot of critics think is that he did write a Prometheus Restored, which saw a much more positive outlook on the Olympian gods.